Hey, first of all, good afternoon. My name is Tim Brewer, Chief from the Upper Makefield Fire Company. I am here with also the Police Chief, Upper Makefield, and of course, our Governor Shapiro as well. Once again, I appreciate you being here, and we have more information to share with you, similarly to what the press briefing was earlier. We will not be taking any questions after I am done or Chief Schmidt is done, and we are still helping to find the missing families that are involved. It's an absolutely devastating incident. We'd like to thank all the elected officials, both county, state, and federal level at this point. We would also, in attendance, have contacted us more for offering support from the state, and also more assets that we will continue to get from other resources. Governor Shapiro, we want to thank you for being here and seeing this firsthand devastation, regardless of the loss of life, but also in the reference to our infrastructure. We do have some updates for you. At our second briefing, we informed you that the search teams were able to locate an additional adult female. Shortly after that briefing, we have found the second adult female, approximately 100 yards from where we found the first one. Regretfully, they are deceased. We continue to look for the two children. We are not going to give up regardless. The weather is a factor, but at this point, we are going to continue the operations and have already set things in motion for tomorrow as well. And we'd like to thank the coroner's office on ensuring proper notification has been made before we release any names to the public or to the press. Our hearts do go out to the families affected by this tragedy. So far, we've had 7 missing people, 5 have been recovered. With the 5 deaths due to the floodwaters, the mass casualty incident like these, which we have never seen before, unbelievable, devastating to all the families involved. We are all grieving. However, our commitment to finding the 2 children will still be unwavering as we do all we can to bring them home to our loved ones. With that being said, we've been in contact with the family of the 2 children and they have asked us to share their story. The family is from Charleston, South Carolina, and they were in the area visiting family and friends. They were on their way to a barbecue when the vehicle got stuck in the flash flood event along Route 532. As they tried to escape the fierce floodwaters, Dad took his 4-year-old son, while the mother and the grandmother grabbed the 2 additional children, ages 9 months and 2 years. Miraculously, Dad and his son were able to get safely. However, the grandmother, the mother, and the 2 children were swept away by the floodwaters. And we have recovered the mother, and she is one of the deceased. All right, she was found deceased also. The 2 children that we are looking for to bring home, we are continuing all efforts to find them. We cannot even begin and imagine what the family's going through with 2 beautiful children gone. They are aware of the outpouring support and concern from the community and from loved ones that has shown them, and despite this devastating grief that they are going through, they hear your prayers as well as your well wishes, and they wanted us to let you know that they are overwhelmed by the support and by the kindness and the love. They truly appreciate and are very thankful. Out of respect for their privacy, we will not be releasing the names at this time. Search efforts will continue throughout the evening, and we will advise you of any updates. We would like to thank all the agencies who have been assisting us throughout this terrible tragedy and be steadfast on the commitment on finding and bringing these 2 children home. A full list of agencies will be provided in the near future of all active agencies that were involved. We ask once again for all those affected by this tragedy for your thoughts and prayers, and please hug your loved ones a little bit sooner than later.
Thank you, Chief. Good afternoon. It's just a devastating blow to this Bucks County community that brings us all here today. But I think it's important to note that we are all here today. This is a moment that calls on all of us to come together, to lift up Upper Makefield and the Bucks County community, and that is exactly what we are doing. On behalf of more than 13 million Pennsylvanians, I want Bucks County to know that we are here with you, we are praying with you, and we will continue to do everything in our power to lift you up. I'm joined by 2 important members of my administration who have taken a lead on this work together with our local officials. That is our PEMA Director, Randy Padfield, who's with us, along with our PennDOT Secretary Mike Carroll. We're blessed to have terrific leadership here in the Bucks County community. Commissioner Harvey and Commissioner Marseglia doing a terrific job coordinating our county efforts. We're also grateful for our state officials, Senator Sanacero and Representative Warren, for their strong leadership. I want to thank Senator Fetterman for being with us, and I know Senator Casey will be here very shortly. I want to, most importantly, thank our first responders who worked yesterday through really difficult conditions and through the night to rescue those who were caught up in our floodwaters, to set up detours, and to make sure that others were kept safe in a really challenging situation. My wife, Lori, is from this area. She grew up here. We've spent a lot of time in our lives here in Bucks County. She joins me in expressing our personal profound sadness about what has happened in this community. And she joins me in prayer and extending our thoughts to those who are suffering today, those who loved ones lost their lives, and those who are dealing with the challenges as a result of this flooding. I want you to know that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania stands firmly with Bucks County. Since yesterday, we have fulfilled every request that has come in from the local officials who are leading here on the ground, from our first responders, from our law enforcement partners, and others. PEMA staff have been on hand coordinating with Bucks County. PEMA authorized the deployment of 23 search and rescue personnel from Pennsylvania Task Force 1. As conditions allow and the weather clears, PennDOT, under the leadership of Secretary Carroll, will be taking a look at 532 to determine what steps are necessary in order to make sure that that road is operable. In addition to that, DCNR and park rangers are here on the ground already in Bucks County, prepared to address the needs of Delaware Canal State Park. In short, all hands are on deck from the Commonwealth to work together with our local partners. We have your backs, and we will be here as long as it takes to make sure Bucks County gets back up on its feet. I want to say to all of you here in Bucks County and across southeastern Pennsylvania, we are concerned about some additional bad weather this evening, and so I want to make sure everyone remains alert to any sort of messages on their phones or any messages coming from their local government to avoid certain areas should weather have an impact on those areas. I want to reiterate how important it is not to drive through any sort of meaningful amount of standing water. We want people to be safe here in Bucks County and across southeastern Pennsylvania. And so as the rain clears, hopefully over these next few hours, we want everybody to just be vigilant and be careful as we go forward. I want to thank everyone who is here, law enforcement, first responders, our local officials, our state partners, our federal partners. We are here. We will continue to help, and we will make sure Bucks County gets back up on its feet. And I invite all of you across Pennsylvania to join Lori and I in expressing our thoughts and prayers for those who have been directly impacted by this tragedy. With that, Chief, I'll turn it back to you. Okay. Thank you all very much.
Do you have an ETA on the next update, or is there need to be anything else today?
Probably not today. We're probably going to shoot for 0900 tomorrow morning.
Probably good today, then?
We're good for today. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Piece of clarification, it's just the total is 5 dead right now?
Total
two
is
missing?
five dead have been recovered. 2 still missing.
How many separate families? Like, can we get into that?
No, we cannot. They have not been notified.
Thank you.